Vibe out, vibe out,
Let's
vibe
go.
out.
See, I simply move to my left and my right. Then I simply do all the things that I like. And I simply contact my little babe for the night. Then I simply hit the studio, touch the mic.
New
See,
music.
I simply move to my left and my right.
Dom
Then I simply
Prynce.
do all the things that I like.
The joint is called Simply.
Contact my little babe for the night.
Out
Then
now
I
on all
simply hit
DSPs.
the studio, touch the mic. What's up? Hold up, let me roll before the function. I know the DJ well, so I know they got it jumping. They know I'm low key, but I'm always up to something. I'm known to pump it up, and that's where the Joe Button. Shorty asked my sign, I said find out through the vibe. Then asked why you off to the side. Told her gotta read between the lines. Just because you fine doesn't mean I fit that crime. Rising like the sun, so all we do is shine. Simply setting moves. Learn to season your life, not just your food. Yeah, we outside.
We're gonna talk about that bar.
With wisdom.
Yeah, I think
That's powerful.
Twin life, so just know the package come in twos. This is breaking news.
Shout out to everybody who had a good summer. Shout out to Summer trying not to leave.
That's
good. They outside sweating.
It's hot today.
That joint is called Simply. Dom Prynce and the Panamaniacs, out now on all DSPs. Make sure y'all go download it, stream it,
that.
share
Yes,
it,
yes.
post it, tag at Dom Prynce.
Yes.
Prynce. We're gonna discuss the why. We're gonna get into his music.
Yeah.
We got a couple albums to discuss, a couple singles to discuss, a couple performances. Shout out to Brother Kozan. Shout out Break a Leg EMT.
Yes.
Shout out
We're
VK.
gonna discuss some soundtracks.
to
We're
them.
gonna discuss some videos, some
that.
collabos,
All that.
Yeah.
the future, the legacy, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Episode 190 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. I am
Let's
the
go,
Big
man.
Burns.
Welcome, brother.
To the
Welcome.
left of me, the
man.
brother
Thank you, man,
VS.
so
Our
much.
guest today,
Thank you.
Jersey
Prynce.
City's own Dom Prynce. And correct me if
Yes,
I'm wrong,
sir.
you are from Jersey City, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Born
Jersey
and
City's
raised.
own.
Nice.
Born and raised where? In, what's the name of the hospital? Is it
Christ or
Yeah, Christ.
yeah, that's where I was
Christ
born.
Hospital?
Christ.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Heights.
Shout out to Christ Hospital
yes.
on Palisades.
Burn some legends over there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Dom Prynce, welcome again.
Well,
Let's start right with the new single, as a matter of fact. The joint is called Simply.
yeah.
Produced by the Panamaniacs.
Yeah. Shout out to my brothers, man.
Let's get into the Panamaniacs real quick,
Yeah.
because I wrote down who are the Panamaniacs, because I love that name.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother Rico. He just actually moved to London.
Oh,
So
nice.
wow.
he's gonna be out there producing beats out there too. And Deep Cover, he's a drummer. He actually is part of the 50 Cent charity foundation.
Okay.
He just got that plugged in. He also drums for Juvenile, Trina.
Nice. Shout out to Juvenile. He just got kicked off a plane recently. I don't know if you
Yeah, I
guys seen
saw
it.
that. Well, he
Yeah.
got kicked off because they tried to take him out of first class and put him in coach, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't doing that. I paid for first class."
Yes, word.
How would you react in that situation?
Yeah, they'd have to kick me the fuck off.
How about you, Dom?
First of all, I'll be calm about the situation.
I was just gonna say, I feel like you're gonna have a calmer reaction, although it might be the same reaction, but it's gonna be done
Yeah,
in a
Just
cool
done
way.
done in
Absolutely.
a different way.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up though.
Nah,
They gotta
it
show-
is.
They gotta
How you
show
gonna,
legends some
yeah,
respect.
not only that, you paid for that shit. Like, how you gonna try to tell me, no, you gotta go back there? Nah, I paid for this. Get the fuck out of here.
That's-
You go back there.
I feel like airlines be playing people out a lot,
Yeah, they do.
right? Like
They definitely do.
not
Yeah.
necessarily famous people, or
No,
I just
yeah.
feel like they
Anybody.
play people out a lot.
Yeah.
Airlines, airports, all that shit, because they know they got you right there.
Yeah.
One false move, you're never getting on another plane. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You won't be allowed in no other airports, and you fuck basically.
That sucks because I enjoy the process of flying. Minus the security check. That's that's really the only part I don't
They
like.
be yelling at you.
But the
Yeah.
whole like getting ready for a trip, take the cab out. 'cause
The
you don't got
anticipation,
to-
all that. Yeah, I get that.
You get to have a drink like at 8 a.m. in the airport. Nobody
And
judges
justify
you.
you.
Yeah, it's justifiable. Like, on vacation. Come on. Margarita time. You get to read. You know what it is? I think you get to stop.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
we're always moving
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
doing something.
That's a good point.
We got a show and you got to go record a song and boom, boom. You get to stop
Yeah.
and sit And if you want to read a book, you can read a book.
That's true. You get to live in that moment. Like if, like you said, you want to drink at that time, at that point, get a drink. You know what I'm saying? You do shit that you normally wouldn't do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And you get to season your life.
There you go.
Talk to me about that bar, because that stuck out to me immediately. Learn to season your life, not just your food. What was the thought behind that bar?
Just giving yourself, what I believe on that song, I talk about also we speak a different language as speaking life into ourselves. Mm-hmm. So that's really much what I want to give out to everybody, about loving yourself and being yourself, because it's so much you have to do in order to get to your best version of yourself. Right. You know what I mean? And trusting yourself is one of them, loving yourself unconditionally, meaning through all versions and processes, steps you got to go through to get to that situation.
Has that always been your mental state? Were you taught that from young, or is that something you learned as you went through life?
I think it was always there. It was just about me being more aware of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I guess back in 2019, I guess that's what you call a great awakening took place within me. So I started looking within more. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Started with the meditations and the walking. And it's so funny because during that process, I also jumped into herbs, for herbal tea and stuff like that. So I started catering to my health more.
It kind of all went together, right?
Yeah, all into holistics.
So and then that's what made me change my whole rapping style as well too. So
that'll do it.
That's where you get the simplies, you can get with this and all of the new stuff that we got dropping right now.
True.
So.
Was there a specific event or happening that caused that awakening, or was it just over time?
I think it was over time. And like I said, it was more about me being aware of my surroundings more. Because I felt I guess it was me going on that self-care, self-love journey that it literally separated me from everybody, man.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest sacrifice that we take today, is how long would you or will be able to just be and sit with yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people can't do that.
That's a great challenge.
Because a lot of people, like you said about the plane situation, we always on the go. Mm-hmm. So having that moment, to sit with yourself, talk to yourself, and actually think, man. Because I was talking to a brother the other day about, slowing things down and giving us a chance to think. Because everybody reacts quickly nowadays. They don't have time to think about anything. Quick responses. Some people don't listen to respond rather than just digesting the information. Yeah. So it's a lot of that, man. It's going on. So
I'd say that's the prevalent reaction of it.
Yeah, man. So that's why it's I don't know. I just want to shed a light to that. So that's what I meant about season.
Yeah, I heard a quote. They said. Most people listen to a question, but their intent is simply to answer instead of just listening and sitting with the question and then coming with a thoughtful answer. Yeah. Their thing is I just need to answer. And that's their priority. Depending whether it's a good answer or a bad answer, whatever. But they don't sit with the question. They don't actually listen to what you're actually asking of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that, again, goes to everything slowing down. Everybody just wants to get it out. Everybody just wants to get the word in and all that. So, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what also led me to make that song Breathe. That was another song that I just wanted to tell people just about taking your time. You don't got to respond all the time, No. Just let it breathe, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will text you right now, and they will expect the text right now. You know what I'm saying? They get upset at you if you want to respond 2 days later. Who even came up with that? You know what I mean? Yeah. I should be able to respond when I should be able to respond.
At your earliest convenience.
You have to live like that. I know a lot, I'd say 90% or above don't realize that, but you have to live like that. You have to respond when it's my time to respond. I don't respond when you expect it.
You know what I mean?
And this is the first time in the history of life that we have such instant access to other people and expect immediate reply. There's never been another time in history that we've had that level of technology. So we're still adapting to that, and some of us don't want to adapt to that, bro. Just because you text me, personally speaking for me, just because you text me, don't mean I'm going to text you back. Immediately, in my time, or possibly ever. You might not just be on the reply list.
It happens like that.
How did you get into the meditation?
Ooh, Like I said, that self-care journey just took me on the whole thing. You know, it's funny. I asked myself, I was walking on the track one day, and I asked myself, you know, I know that there's so much more.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess that question, and it's so funny because we ask questions, and when we get the response and the answers from universe, God, whatever you want to call it, you know, it's just like a whirlwind, man. It takes your life from A to Z quickly, you know, and that's what happened to me. So I started meditating in the rising every day. Because words are spells, we all know that. So I started, like I said, speak a different language, started talking more positive into myself and my surroundings, the people around me. And then everything started to change from there, bro.
The universe started responding to you?
Quickly. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
That's
when you're raising your vibration and you're willing to, like I said, sacrifice, you know what I mean? Because that's what I really think the symbolism of Christ was. You know what I'm saying? As far as being able to choose yourself over everything, man. Because a lot of people like I said also in that song, art of detachment. Some people are scared to detach from a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Even other people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to figure out how to choose yourself and yeah, man, be authentic.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True indeed.
In another song, in You Can Get With This.
Yeah.
Another single dropped in 2024. I believe that was also produced by the Panamanians.
Yeah. Shout out to the brothers.
Shout out to them. There's a bar that you said, I gotta love myself more and more each day. So I think that connects to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And how do you, other than positive affirmations, right? How are ways that you love yourself that other people can
You know what's funny?
learn from?
Journaling. Journaling is freaking key to what I used to get up, I get up every rising and I do like this tea with dawns and I just say a positive affirmation for every rising for everybody. But what I started to do was journal a lot, you know, my days, what's happening. And to me, journaling is like a little time machine.
Okay.
You know, because we can always go back in time and see, what happened this day? How was I feeling at this moment? You know, digest that and take it about today. Because how I see life is like, we wake up and go to sleep every day, right? But we waking up and we doing something. Like right now, doing this podcast, I'm collecting so much knowledge, you know, and information that when I go back to sleep tonight, you know, and I go back to my higher self, you know, it's like collecting a lot of data.
Right.
You know, so for the next day, I could come back and be a better version of myself. You know, so that's how I look at it. And then I mix the meditation with it and stuff like that. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And I like that you said when you go to sleep, you go to your higher self, right? Because that's your subconscious and your spirit and everything. And I don't think people understand that what you digest throughout the day is what you take into that realm, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to digest a gang of bullshit and nasty processed, just bullshit, whatever it is, and then take that over there. Now you're contaminating your good space, your realm where you heal and you rest and you plot out, you know, you think and plan. So I think a lot of people are unaware of that, especially nowadays, right? Because all we do is consume throughout the day.
And I think that need to be highlighted a lot more as far as, you know, what we listening to every day. Because that's tagging along our subconscious mind and that's giving you enough ammunition to play out something that you don't want to do.
Yeah, something terrible.
You know what I'm saying? So if we listen to gunfight, shoot 'em up, this, that, and the third all day, what do you think you're creating and manifesting at that time? You know what I'm saying? So
that happened to me once. I was on my way to work, and for some reason, I just wanted to listen to Conway.
In the morning?
In the fucking morning, yo. When I got to work, exactly, that's what I was getting ready to spit at. Fuck you, this and that. And then my coworker, she's like, yo, you alright? I'm like, no, I think I listened to the wrong music on the way in there.
Yeah, no, that's real. You absorbed the wrong thing early in the morning.
Yeah.
And then your vibe was off for the whole day. You on murder.
Hell yeah, bro. I was ready to choke slam somebody, anybody.
Shout out to Conway.
No, absolutely.
You do not make morning commute music.
Not recommended for the morning commute, man.
You know what I listened to a lot that I thought was really beneficial, and I think it was super healthy, and I know he did it on purpose because he did it in some megahertz way. Andre's Flute album.
Oh yeah,
I listened to that. Yeah, you know the feedback on it is funny because to me it's very peaceful, and I think it's more game changing than what people are actually trying to put on that.
Of course.
On the label it as. You know, to me, I think it was a sign of peace.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a big sign of peace in the right direction too.
Right.
Because a lot of people nowadays are about to probably sample that. You know,
oh, absolutely.
Future artists are gonna sample these flutes.
I
and
hope
all
so.
this stuff. Yeah.
That's what Lupe said. He just gave y'all a whole sample pack on his album.
To be honest,
I hope they take that the positivity of that album, right? 'Cause that album without a single lyric makes me feel good.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully they can take that, sample the positivity of it, whether they know it or not. Because again, he recorded it in a megahertz frequency that is said to heal the mind and the body and the spirit.
And that's another.
So hopefully they won't even know that they're sharing that. You know, like within their sample. And
we'll see.
Make some positive music. I hope they don't sample it and come out with some drill.
Yeah, right.
Some drill over the positive healing flute.
Some drill to give to Ice Spice for her to shake her ass.
Yeah, come on, bro. No, but I really like that album. Do y'all remember what it was called though? It was Blue something, right?
I got it's Blue something.
Yeah.
The Blue Room something? I don't remember, but
hold on.
Definitely I recommend everybody go check out that album. Andre 3K Flute album. Especially in the morning, I should say.
Yeah. The name of the album is New Blue Sun.
Yeah,
New Blue Sun.
There you go.
Yeah,
I see it now too.
So then also in that song, You Can Get With This.
Yeah.
You have a bar that says, master the mind, don't let it use you.
Yeah.
So what was the message of that bar?
You know, it's funny. My uncle, shout out to my Uncle Eddie, man. He also is the one that assisted me on my journey, my spiritual journey. And he once told me, you know, Don, your life means something. You know, and how he said it, you know, with that type of urgency in his voice, I heard it, you know. It made me look at my life totally different. You know, because a lot of people nowadays walking around like, yeah, my life don't mean shit. Like, I'll do anything, crazy, whatever. But you got to know that your life truly means something. You're here for a purpose. And I think my music and what I want to do with it is highlight that, you know, that, your life does mean something. You have a purpose, whether it's going to be definitely different from mine, yours, you know what I'm saying? And we need that. You know what I mean? And I don't even like using the word need because we have everything at our disposal.
Exactly.
And that's what I also mean about being aware of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there's abundance everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Like me being at that Brooklyn Art Fest yesterday at the performance, you know, so many connections I just made, you know, through unity.
Right.
You know, of love, of strength. This wasn't about money exchange or anything, you know. It's about a group of people just wanting to get together and just inspire each other, you know, to be better.
And share their talents.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's also a thing of, like, what's happening today is that you just said everybody's life means something, right?
You know?
The problem is that social media makes you think that it has to mean something grand. Yeah. Like you have to. It doesn't mean anything if I don't make $1 billion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they kind of like put a monetary. How could I put it? They put like a price on it.
Yeah.
On what life means. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like that. That's not what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a lot of people are fooled by that social media presentation because people post their goods and their achievements and their positives, but nobody's out there posting their negatives and their failures and their bad days and stuff.
You know, that's crazy. It's funny that you say that because that's a part of the sacrifice I'm talking about. So when I was doing the tea with Don's, it was me not being dressed up, you know. It was me not wearing no haircut sometimes. It was like that type of sacrifice for me to like love myself and unconditionally through all the bad times, good times. And to me, there's no such thing as good and bad either. But that's a whole other topic. But
well, it's all about response, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's all polarity at the end of the day. You know.
And what I like, or I don't know if it's a theory or a mindset, but what I gathered from 50 Cent's and his book, The 50th Law, is that we can turn any perceived negative into a positive.
Yeah, transmute.
Depending on your reaction to it, right? So a lot of, and we're not here to judge anybody.
Yeah, no.
because we were all once not educated.
Yeah,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
for sure.
So it's not that people are negative nor bad. They're uneducated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they live their life the way they know how. They haven't been exposed to these thoughts and affirmations and positivity and universal connection and
See that's
the whole mindset is foreign to them.
That's another thing too, that we weren't taught these things
at all.
Like at all. We never. Our parents didn't teach us this.
Yes,
I know my mother didn't teach. My aunt didn't teach me this. None of that. This is like you were actually, how could I put it? You were enlightened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you were lucky. There's a lot of people that go through their entire life not knowing what it is to be enlightened at all, or find any type of enlightenment.
Well, they don't want us to.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
That's
right?
the other thing.
Look at all the stuff
A
they
few
do.
years ago, this talk would be considered witchcraft.
Yeah.
True indeed.
And we'd be punished for it. We may be killed for it.
Yeah, true indeed.
So for a long time, society and or the powers that be didn't even want this knowledge shared. That's a positive of social media.
True.
Right? Because social media does have its good.
Yeah, it has good.
You fucked me up with the there's no good or bad. No, damn, he's right. There is no good or bad.
It has the ability to
social media has
touch
the ability
everybody.
to share
Yeah,
information that wasn't shareable before,
Right.
and enlighten us and awaken us. And now we can delve deeper. We can research deeper. We can learn stuff. For example, the meditation. Right?
Yeah.
Did you know how to meditate, or did you learn how to meditate?
To me, there's no even learning how to meditate. It is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because meditation, this could be meditation for you guys right now. So be thankful for that. You know what I mean? And see it perceive it from a different way, because this is your meditation. You don't have to sit up here and go home.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have
Complete
to do
silence
that.
and
You know what I mean? There's people that run track every day.
Yes.
Playing football, playing basketball. That's their therapy. That's their meditation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So look at it in that way.
So you form your own meditation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
See, you just educated me on that, which is dope. So anyone looking to learn can learn.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off you, as far as I believe everybody has a alarm clock within them. And when that alarm clock wakes up, this is why I don't judge anybody. Whatever religion, whatever you doing in your life as a soul, you're here to experience. So who am I to sit up here and judge you? I feel like I'm the government right now trying to govern your life. When you're here to be free. You have free will, you have freedom, to experience. And like I said, gain as much knowledge as possible, because you don't take nothing literally once you leave here.
No.
But information.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you guys doing this every day, man. You're just building a bond, not only with yourselves and just everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Thank
I
you.
feel like
I like that you said that, because that's one of the worst losses of death, right? Is the data that they take with them. So, for example, when a 100-year-old person dies, if they never got to tell their stories or share their knowledge with someone, we lose it. There's no getting that back. You know what I'm saying? That's all data, a lifetime's worth of data that's just lost. So that's why it's good to, take time and speak to your elders and learn from them and see what they've been through. And, before my grandma died, rest in peace to my grandmother, I got to sit with her, right? And then we just got to talk, just talk. And I found out she used to be a drug mule and carry weed from New York to Massachusetts. And and it wasn't, it was dope to me.
Yeah, kind of like a movie.
Yeah, like damn, I would have never known that. And she's telling me like how she met my grandfather, and he thought he was the dude and shit. She had to, regulate on him. And I'm like, yo, these stories are so ill. So
man.
If you have elders in your life, please just take the time and just talk to them. Just ask them questions, bro, and just you know what I like to do with elders, and I'm a little like. I'll always regret, and I haven't gotten to ask certain people these questions. But I like to just ask them, like, what's your favorite song?
Yeah.
Like, I know my dad's favorite song, and it's the weirdest thing because it's Wishing on a Star. And I'm like, yo, but you're the most manliest man I know. Like, you have the fist of a grizzly bear and could probably lift the engine out of a car just with your hands. And that's your favorite song?
You'd be surprised, bro.
And it is. And I'm like, wow. And I love that song personally.
That's a good song.
And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then he tells me the reasoning behind it.
I was going to ask you, did you ask him why that's his favorite song?
He tells me the story behind it and who it reminds him of, you know, and of course it's Mom Duke, so that automatically makes me like, wow, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So that like answered a question for me that I always had, which was like, what's you know how every couple has their song? I always wanted to know what was my parents' song.
Yeah.
So when he told me, he answered it for me, and I was like, oh shit, that's what's up. And I always carry that. So now when I hear that song, it reminds me of that. So always ask your elders questions.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I like. I'm happy that one day my daughter asked me mad questions, and I got to answer them.
Yeah.
And she got to gain some knowledge, like how me and her mother met and stuff.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah. And it's dope because God forbid, you know, you never get to
and
get that out.
And so you having conversations with your daughter now, you know, that's like breaking generational curses.
Yes,
you know
because our parents before wouldn't tell us nothing.
No, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I had to learn too. So with me writing my journals, what I'm doing is for within my family, you know, I want to break my journals up because I'm at like 10 journals in.
Right.
So I want to just give that to my nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? Then they could just put all those books together. I got so much information on the family. That's another reason why I went on my spiritual journey, just asking questions, you know, about my family. And just wanting to know more.
Learning the history.
Yeah, you know, because it goes, everybody forgets their great-great-grandfather, great-grandfather name, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen, you know what I'm saying? It's not for my family. I want somebody to have that type of knowledge.
And I think, document
it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you lose like your grandmothers, you know, for me, you know, there was no more family reunions, no more, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we need more than ever.
Absolutely. I just want to go back real quick. You performed yesterday at the BK Art Fest. There was a lot of artists out there. Shout out to the brother Kozon putting that together. Break a Leg ENT. Always putting on for the city. Always putting on for the artists.
Yes, sir.
I actually met the brother Don Prynce at a show that Kozon had put on, the Groove on Grove Street. A few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And the brother Vic Shades, I met him there too.
Yeah, shout out to Vic Shades.
So shout out to Kozon, man. He's always putting good people together.
Yeah.
You know, just for the culture, just for the art, just for the city.
And that's what I appreciate about him.
Hell yeah, and he's just a cool cat,
dude,
bro.
you know, just a cool
I've never
dude.
seen Kozon upset.
He's always joking, just trying to come up with another way to elevate us, you know, for the culture, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And he gets established artists to come down, interact with
Shout
the
out
people.
to Mickey Fax. He was
Shout out
there.
to the brother Mickey Fax. Absolutely, bro.
That's dope, man.
Shout out to Kozon, man. That's dope.
That's
and
a good
then
guy right
you also stated that you recently performed at the Philly Just Believe
Festival. Yeah. Shout out to Gobana and Tony Rose, those guys, those brothers. The festival was literally in the heart of downtown, right by the Hart Park, Love Park.
Yeah, the signature, the statue.
Yep,
Yeah.
right there. And it was great vibes, man. I loved it. I got a chance to, you know, showcase my talent, and it just inspired the younger generation, and that's what it's about. You know?
Absolutely. And shout out to Philly, man. I haven't been back to Philly in years, but I when I went out there, I fucking loved it, bro.
Yeah, man. Philly is good.
It's dope to me, man. I want to go back. I want to go. Is the Rocky statue still there?
Yeah, Rocky statue.
I want to go see the Rocky statue. I want to see the Love statue. And shout out to Beanie Siegel, who just opened up his own food truck.
I seen that.
Check that out. I want to go show him love.
He's not beefing no more. Now he's beefing. Shouts to him, man. Shouts to him.
Word, big shouts to him. And shout out to Petey Crack. He's got something coming up. I want to say like a Puerto Rican festival or something.
Oh, sweet.
He's got something coming up. So shout out to the brother Petey Crack. Let's get back into. So you dropped Simply this year. You dropped You Can Get With This year. And then last year, you dropped a joint called Middle of the Summer.
Yeah.
So that joint, when I heard it, let me tell you something. And I want to tell you this face to face, right?
Yeah.
When I was doing my research this morning on Don Prynce, I could feel my energy changing into a positive energy. You know, not that I woke up negative, because I woke up, you know, I woke up feeling great because yesterday after work I went to sleep at 6 p.m. And I woke up like at 3 a.m. So I needed sleep because I be doing wild stuff at night usually. So I needed to catch up on my sleep, and I did. And when I woke up again this morning, I did my morning routine, and then I started doing my research on Don Prynce. I started listening to music. I watched your videos.
Word.
I was on your gram, and I could feel the positivity coming through the screen and coming through the headphones, and I felt like I was elevating. You know what I'm saying? Like my positive chakras was on fire or whatever. So I wanted to say thank you for that.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
And everybody, make sure y'all go follow at Don Prynce once again, DonPrynce on Instagram, on YouTube. You got a TikTok?
Yeah, I got a TikTok.
Go follow him on TikTok, Twitter.
Yep.
Go follow him on Twitter,
same
all that stuff. Make sure y'all are following. Make sure you stream the music, download and share. You got DreamWorks, the album. You got the Don Prynce EP. You got the single Simply. You Can Get With This.
Got the video for After Dinner.
Yes, we're going to get into that video shortly. But middle of the summer, you switched styles on me, right? Because I was going down the line. So I started with Simply. I started with You Could Get With This. And I'm like, all right, it's rapper flow, rapper mode.
Right.
I'm like, all right, it's positive raps, it's talking to the soul, it's educating the people, and then boom, I get the different sound. So I'm like, oh, all right, he's going a little auto-tune, a little more pop sound. Was that an intentional change-up?
To me, I was going off the moment, and just how I wanted it, because that song was actually written last year, you know what I mean? So to me, I just wanted to give the summer something fresh. I was just literally coming off the festival, Waco Festival, Art Festival, down there in Waco, Texas.
Nice. Shout out to Waco, Texas.
So shout out to Corey Ironside. He got booked for over there, and we performed out there. And that gave me the motivation to do that, because I just wanted to give something new, something fresh, updated it, to the world.
Dope. And who produced this one? This was not Panamaniac.
Nah, that's not Goody. That's my engineer. That's my engineer.
Not Goody?
Yeah. Shout out to Matt Goodell, man. He's a good dude. That's the brother that got me connected to Moose. Him and Moose is best friends, which Moose is cool with RZA. That's the whole chain. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you got the placement.
So we're gonna get into that absolutely. Nice. Corey Ironside, you frequently collab with him.
Yeah, that's my brother, man.
Where's he from?
He's from Texas, Waco. Actually.
He's from Texas?
Yep.
Oh, dope.
And he moved to Jersey, and that's where we met.
Okay, so that's why the song So Alive sounds like that.
Yeah.
That's funny, because when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is different. This is like guitar driven.
Yeah.
It got like a little country vibe to it, because his voice and his tone it's got that southern to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, all right, that's dope. So y'all two, how'd y'all meet?
Through my older brother. He knew my older brother, and then I connected with him, which Corey Ironside knew my engineer. So if it wasn't for him, to be honest, I would have never met my engineer, which I would at the studio that I just told the brother.
Right.
I've been there for like 7 years.
He's on Rap Pearl on 30th.
Yeah.
On 30th and what?
30th
Car wash. And
we've been there.
Yeah, mad times.
Oh, that's dope.
So I'm right there, and then we got a studio up there, and we've been working ever since.
Nice. Y'all ever thought of dropping a project together?
Yeah, we definitely did. We actually got,
I'm sure you got enough songs to do it right now.
My catalog is a lot. It's just about right now where I'm at, it's more I'm focused on the visuals.
Okay.
Visualization. And my engineer, he's tied up with a lot of business, so that's another hold up that I'm going through. But to me, it's all about divine timing.
True indeed.
I don't want to ever look at them as something like
that's a very underrated aspect of all things, of all life, is timing.
Yeah.
Everything's about timing.
So that's why when I drop a song, like I got a song out, shout out to Chemistry, we got a song called Moesha. So literally off the Moesha theme song, I literally did that, and we're about to drop that song too. So that's going to be soon. Real
be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Moesha.
Then on the song Middle of the Summer, you got the bars, love yourself, be yourself, ain't no space to be unhappy.
Yeah.
So that hit me, that touched me right there. Yeah,
man, it's me with some of these bars, man. It's like I said, I want to mix the old sound with the new sound, but also inspire you and just to remind you, because that's all I am at the end of the day, is just a reminder. I'm a reminder to you, just like you're a reminder to him, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like just you could be positive, man. You don't gotta look down another way and think something's
and
negative.
And it's also
happening.
like it's almost as if you're speaking to yourself. And reminding yourself, like, so live this way.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Affirmations literally got me to do that a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just how to talk to myself correctly. Because I feel as though also, you know, our consciousness and our thoughts is literally, our brain is like a film projector, and our thoughts is like that film going through it. So the more I could think positive, the more I could build my story, because this is your story, you know what I mean? You got the pen, you got to write down and just literally place it. It's like playing a Tetris kind of, you know what I'm saying, with words.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what fits for you.
So you still actually write lyrics down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Awesome.
sure.
That's
I'm
awesome.
old school, man.
Thank you.
That's dope. That's dope.
Too many people out there are thinking they no longer need to write.
Right.
And they can just go
Yeah.
freestyle a song
Nah,
or whatever.
I like digesting the beat and just sitting with it. And,
I feel like the beat guides your song process.
Sometimes, with me, you know, not all the time. I usually, I could relate to the beat with a story or something. Because a lot of my songs are about other people too. You know what I mean? Other people's stories that have been told to me. So, and I like doing that also.
Do you ever write to no beat and then find the beat later?
Yeah. I do that plenty of times. I do that with my hooks. That's what made me chime into being a songwriter too. Because I wrote for a couple people.
Nice.
So you can fit basically whatever you wrote into whatever's presented.
Yeah, man. You know?
You had another single called Spaceship.
Yeah.
And on this one, you're not rapping.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
more singing.
Yeah.
Is that something you've always wanted to do? Did that just come because the beat said, sing on it?
I like to sing too. You know, I'm not the Mariah Carey, the Ushers, and I don't got that, the Chris Brown voice, but you know what I'm saying? I could do something, you know what I mean? That's another thing too. We gotta remind ourselves, everybody has a voice, you know what I mean? You could pitch it to how you want to pitch it with the studio, and you can make it how you want to make it sound. So to me, that's what I was looking for in Spaceship too. Just a little more fun, upbeat, popish, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
In that lane. Because I don't ever want to be considered in a box. I'm too universal for that, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel as though I could jump on country music. I could do a lot of other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I never want to be in a box, you know, so.
Good. Thank you for saying that, because I consider myself to be a terrific singer, and a lot of people be hating on me. So.
Word, and a lot of people sing in the shower too. I know y'all be singing in the shower, man.
Look, man, I sing in the shower, but I also know it's not good. I'm not
good to
delusional.
who? You don't enjoy it yourself? I love to hear myself sing.
Oh, me too. And I think it sounds great, but then I would come back to reality and be like, no, come on, fam,
See,
you can't.
That's where you're wrong. In my reality,
Or I should say, I can't sing
terrific.
well. I could sing, yes,
Yeah,
I
you
could
can
sing.
sing.
there's no good and bad.
You know what I mean?
You could
To
sing.
somebody, you sound amazing.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Don Prynce
I like
today
that.
changed my life.
There you
know
go,
what I'm saying?
boom.
My singing is universal.
For real.
The next time my wife tells me, "Oh, you're singing so bad," I'm like, "There's no good about
There's no good or
There's
bad,
no good or
shorty.
bad.
You just being negative.
Yeah.
You see, you gotta switch her mindset.
Yeah, transmute that energy.
Yeah.
Let me put on some Frank Beverly or something.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in
Yes,
peace.
rest in peace.
You know?
I like that you said you're very much now focused on your visuals.
Yeah.
Both of us were impressed with the video for After Dinner, which is out now.
thanks.
Everybody make sure y'all go check that out. I thought it was super dope. A simple concept. Y'all are just kind of like having a picnic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love the lighting on it.
Yeah,
Y'all interacting. I like the choice for the female lead.
Yeah,
she
shout out
gives
to
off a very like around the way vibe.
Yeah.
You know, not Instagram baddie vibe.
Yeah, not what it does.
Beautiful girl.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not,
absolutely.
you know, beautiful
Absolutely.
girl. I like the whole energy of it. Like I said a few
But
seconds
it's
ago.
more realistic though.
Yeah,
you
that's
got
what I
the-
was going for, man.
Yeah, that was. Did you direct it yourself? Was that your
that
thought?
was shout out to my man Joel Zaro. He's a cool dude, man. He shot the whole thing. We came up with the concept. I told him the sunflower place would be amazing for
Where
us.
was that?
That was more in North Jersey, at the sunflower field.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope out there. That's where we also ran into, at the end of the video, you see us about to hop on a plane. And over there they got some cargoes out there with planes and stuff like that. So
wow.
it was just a win-win situation.
exactly.
And
Wow.
that's what I'm talking about, being more aware to my surroundings.
Yep.
Because if we would have never went up there in the first place, we'd have never found that part of the song. And I think that put everything together in perspective.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I like more, the video or the actual song.
Word, man.
Yeah,
they're both
they
really-
go perfectly
Yeah,
together.
Yeah, man.
I listened to
That
that
was
song
super.
walking over
Appreciate
here. I heard it about 3 times in a row.
Word.
I
Thank
like
you.
that
Thank
song. That's
you.
one of my favorite songs that you got.
Absolutely.
And definitely go check out the Right Now video too, man. It's probably like 3-4 years old, but that's still one of my favorite songs that I ever did.
When did you put the video out? Back then also?
Yeah, that was back then. That was like probably like 2018-ish.
2018.
Have you ever thought, and this is an idea we have, and where's my camera? Right there?
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to bite this idea. So I'm going to say it, but don't bite my shit, please.
Copyright that.
But have you ever thought of going back, let's say, to the Don Prynce EP, which was released in 2017, and dropping a video for sign off?
Yeah, I would.
Like
That's what I mean.
Like
I want to
reworking
focus on my videos more.
okay,
I
good.
want to make a video for all that because to me, it felt like it's like writing a book, man. That's how I treat my music. You know,
Right.
everything is my baby, so it's still like unleft things to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes,
Because
yes.
I gave you the song, I gave you the vision for it. You know, it's just putting a total bow on it. You know, so you can actually see my experience, what I was going through on those songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I definitely want to go back and
Yes.
do some videos for those songs. You know,
Please do, because I've
Yeah.
always thought artists, like, they'll drop a project, they'll drop a video or two, and then they move
And
on.
then
yeah,
that's
and it's
it.
like,
Yeah. So
damn,
you hear
but
from-
there was so much dope stuff that you could have created content for.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a full-fledged video,
Video.
right?
Right, yeah,
You
yeah.
could,
it could be a snippet.
Yeah,
it could be a
one of the
snippet, or you could
clips.
do some animation.
Right.
Yeah.
Or even if you get a couple pictures and put them in a dope order and blend them into each other somehow, like the creativity's on you, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, but don't just desert a project
Right.
because you're onto some new stuff.
Yeah, that's how I feel, like with everything that I do. So even when it comes to performing, I perform some of my old stuff too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people haven't even heard that
Right,
yet. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
They won't know the difference.
At all. You know, so I feel as though, you know, us doing stuff like that should be highlighted more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yep.
So be on the lookout for more visuals. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
I'm a fan of your visuals, so I want to see that. Now,
Thank you.
somewhere around, maybe that. All right. Somewhere around 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
You stopped. Well, your last full project was in 2017. Ever since then, you've been dropping singles,
Yeah.
collabing, featuring on stuff. What was the thought process behind making the switch from full projects to dropping just singles?
Like during that this whole switch up, because to me it's like what you just said, you know, we drop probably like a whole album, you know, then we focus in on probably like 4 or 5, and the album is like 17 tracks, you know. To me it's more like, I want to take my time with my singles. You know what I mean? There's artists out here that will drop one song and they'll use that one song for the whole year.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They know how to work the song.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? And that's what I feel like is losing touch nowadays. You know what I mean? We got to learn how to work these songs, work these ideas that we created. You know what I mean? Because I don't think it's just dead and gone once you did the video for it and you're performing it just once or twice. I think you should do that all year round.
Yeah.
Stick to it, because I think it was like Fetty Wap. That song, his first single.
Trap Queen?
Yeah,
Trap Queen?
that was an old record.
Yeah.
They just worked it, right?
Yeah, worked it for so long, and then
Exactly.
it blew up, you know?
Exactly.
So it could be a situation like that for you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So-
remember reading that he literally posted that song every day for like a year and a half or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every day without
caught.
missing a day.
So they caught.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do, you know, if you really have faith in your music, and,
Yeah.
and especially in a record. Like,
Right, because that one
You know,
song could give you like 30 different content ideas.
Yeah.
Right, because you dropped the trailer for it, the snippet, the in studio, the lyric video,
Video.
the official video, the behind the scenes of the
Yeah.
video, in the studio recording it, me writing the bars.
Bars,
Like, yo,
all
there's
that,
so much
much,
content you
yeah.
can create off that one song to extend its shelf life.
Yeah.
But we are in a time where the extended
It's
shelf
microwave.
life
Everything is
not-
fast. Everything is in and out.
But that's the good thing, right? When you stand out.
Yeah.
When you don't do what everybody's doing.
Yeah, and that's why I try to Not trying. Well, I am just focusing on timeless music, man. And that's why what I mean when I say I'm a universal artist is like, bro, my music is timeless. Everything's gonna be timeless with me. I can give you knowledge right now about life and stuff like that. That should be living on through you forever. You know what I mean? Everybody always think the bigger picture or the biggest advice is something huge.
Exactly. Yeah.
That could be something so small somebody just told you just now that'll change everything.
There's no good or bad.
Yeah,
that hit me. Yeah, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just how you look at things and how you want to go about it nowadays.
Your perception of things.
Yeah.
And the bars I wrote down too, right? Learn to season your life, not just your food. I take that as go live, go travel, go
see
read,
shit.
go learn, go spend time with your family, go whatever makes you smile or happy, even if your homies ain't into it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I read once, don't be afraid to go to an event alone. Because even if your friends are not into it, you're going to go there and everybody who's there is into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Into the same thing you're into. So you can make new friends. And y'all already got something in common because y'all into whatever this thing is that y'all at.
Yeah.
So I consider that seasoning your life. You know what I'm saying? Go to church, season your life. And in my brain, I see it as like a black and white movie being the unseasoned life.
Yeah.
And then as you season it, the color comes into the movie. And
I like that.
You're experiencing life in a whole new way where now you're absorbing stuff in, you know?
You're expanding your palettes.
That bar, for being a fairly simple bar, right?
Yeah.
Yo, it's so deep and it means so much. And you kind of, I would want everyone to hear this and learn it and live like that. Like, yo, you can't live the unseasoned life, bro. You can't eat the plain chicken like that. That shit is terrible. It tastes terrible.
Some rosemary chicken in there.
Damn.
You seen that lady that wanted to go to Flavor Town?
Was that the lady that...
Big lady that she's like, ain't no seasoning in this house.
No. I seen a lady...
I haven't been to Flavor Town in so long.
No, I seen a lady serve some chicken and rice.
Oh, I did see that.
Looked like the rice. The chicken was as white as the rice.
Yeah, it looked terrible. It looked terrible.
Yeah,
she didn't season her life, bro.
Definitely not.
And you can't live like that. I don't care, bro.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh, man. So, along with your visuals, which we're going to look forward to seeing, you've also had some interaction. For example, you said earlier through the brother Corey Ironside and through your engineer, you were able to connect with the RZA.
Yeah.
And that got you a song called I'm Innocent.
Yeah.
Featuring Corey Underside and Weather Park. On the soundtrack for the RZA's executive produced horror flick called Thriller, which is out now on Netflix.
Go check that out.
Which I'm going to go watch tonight because I read the synopsis and it sounds pretty cool.
Sounds crazy.
So you were on that soundtrack. Did you get to meet the RZA?
You know, it's funny. I didn't get to meet him, but what my engineer was saying, because it's good to like, just to hear people out and stuff like that. So one day we was talking in the studio. He was like, "Yo, you know, I was at RZA crib and we was playing the verse over. He came in, said your verse. He kept repeating it. He kept repeating it. I was like, word. That's what I mean as far as little stuff like that, you know, goes a long way. Because how, you know, RZA is a genius, you know, he's a mega mind, you know what I mean? He's really amazing and very talented being, not just an artist, just a being. And just to hear something like that, and somebody quoting your verse and what you said is really, really dope. And that, to me, is very impactful. Because I come, my background, my dad, you know, he's the one that installed music into me. He used to play so much old school music. And when I was young, shout out to my Uncle Minchin, man, rest in peace. He used to have this candy store, Redman and Method Man used to go through, and I used to see them there. You know what I mean? So it's like I've always been around some type of music, you know? And this is what I mean also about being aware to it. You know what I mean? So my awareness to the music nowadays is everything. So hearing stuff like that from RZA and being able to work with him on such a project like that, but then that was the first project too, and then work with Weather Park. So it's like so much history, you know, because Weather Park is ODB's son, and me being connected to that Wu-Tang era, and it's like everywhere I go, like every year I'm always reminded about Wu-Tang. So it's like, it's dope, you know. It's like I'm in that type of frequency right now. You know what I mean? And that's what I talk about, raising your vibration, because you'll never know who you'll attract to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I'm over here moping every day, what you think I'm attracting? You know what I'm saying?
Mopers. You can say misery loves company.
Bad news bears.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thankful and very humble, man.
I know that had to be a great feeling, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you said something that stuck in the RZA's mind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That was thought-provoking enough where he had to keep repeating it. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Then I got a chance to also, because I was working for 36 Chambers clothing line, I got the opportunity to be at one of their performances. I got to watch them perform. Got to watch them just interact, Wu-Tang, all together, all the members. So it was just like, people would kill for that. You know, just be in a room and just see all of them interact, talking and stuff like that. And I'm here, bro. Right. And it's so funny because with me, at the moment, you know, I don't know what to do. You know, it's like a deer in the headlights. But it's like after 2 days later, I would be like, yo,
why did I say this?
I just did this and I'm in here with that. Oh.
That's crazy.
Just thankful, you know what I'm saying?
So, needless to say, you were a big Wu-Tang fan growing up?
Yeah, man. Like I said, my dad and my brothers was putting me onto a lot of...
Wait. You said your dad used to play for you a lot of old school.
Yeah, a lot of old school, too.
Wu-Tang is old school?
I mean...
It's okay, man.
When I was...
It's okay, man. It's old school, man.
It's old school. But I wouldn't even consider them old school. They're more timeless, man. They're in that category of timeless. Every 10 years from now, people still gonna be rocking Wu-Tang stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're timeless.
Absolutely.
They're
and they'll be around forever, bro.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang is literally forever.
Like he said, they made timeless art. Yeah, you know, not even music, just timeless art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to the RZA. He just put out that classical album. I think we spoke about it last time.
Oh, and shout out to A&E. They have I think it's a 2-part documentary, or a 2-hour documentary on Old Dirty Bastard.
Yes.
The 2 ODBs.
That's what I like to hear.
That's pretty cool.
And shout out to Ghostface, who just recently has begun talking about suffering and writing bars for Cuban links while suffering schizophrenic attacks.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So from his diabetes not being
in check,
he would have catch schizophrenia attacks, which is crazy. And then he would write bars in that mode. And he told a funny story that he would only talk to RZA about it, right? Because RZA is so smart. And he'd be like, Riz, the voice is talking to me, is telling me to punch you in the face. And Riz would be like, no,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's meditate. Let's do, he'll get him straight. He'll get him back on the right path, you got to have the right people around you.
Yes, man. That's another thing.
Shouts to Ghostface for being just being an awesome storyteller.
Yeah, man.
And being honest. Everybody wouldn't want the world to know that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he talks about how also his only form of self-medicating was drinking.
Right.
That's the only thing that would shut the voices up.
And that's horrible for your diabetes.
It's terrible. So shout out to him for being open and honest so that people can not only see his experience but learn from it
too. And that's what I'm talking about as far as being authentic to yourself. You know, not to others, but to yourself. You know, if you could be that real with yourself, man, and let that be known, man.
That's why he's in my opinion, he's my favorite member, because he let you in. He let you see not only Ghostface, but he let you see, Dennis Coles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he introduced you to him. That's why Iron Man, I have a personal connection with that album.
And another shout out to Ghostface and Raekwon and Method Man, because they did some Tommy Hilfiger show, and I believe they were modeling some of the new gear. So shout out to that.
Shout out to them,
and that white trench coat that Ray had on was fire. So shout out to that, and shout out to Tommy Hill. If y'all want to send a white raincoat over here, I ain't gonna turn it down. So that did you get to record that song with Weather Park in person, or did y'all do the email thing?
We didn't. We did the email thing.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because I know he's based out in New York, but shout out to him because I got to meet him in person though, for sure, at the 36 Chambers pop up in Brooklyn too. So he's really, really dope dude.
That's dope. Is he
him and Old Dirty Bastard son,
White Dirty Bastard? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are they similar or are they different?
Because they're definitely different.
YDB's is hyper.
Yeah, he definitely
like very hyper.
But he's a very dope artist too. You know what I mean? It's in the genes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
But sometimes, like, the hyper dad will produce a calm kid.
Yeah.
Sure,
Hey, they both got masterminds, you know. So take with that and just run with it, man.
So, and Corey Ironside was on that track.
Shout out to my brother Corey Ironside. Shout out to Coverboy TTG. That's another artist that we work with too, and he's really, really dope artist, man.
You were on 2 more soundtracks that we're gonna get to.
Yeah.
The first one was Welcome to Sudden Death.
Yeah, shout out to
starring
Michael J. White.
Michael J. White.
Got Gary Owens in there, and a few other people.
Are they in jail? In the movie?
Yeah.
Right? It looked like it.
Yeah, they in jail.
They probably putting inmates to fight or something?
Yeah. It's pretty dope, man. It's Michael J. White, you know what I mean? He was Spawn, you know what I mean?
And he was the first Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
When they made the first Mike Tyson movie?
Yeah.
He was the first Mike Tyson.
Shout out to that.
So that was a great movie. And just to be a part of that, you know, because that was the second one too, so to be around that was pretty dope as well, man.
The name of the song that, well, first of all, congratulations, because you got the first single off the soundtrack.
That's
big.
Man. Appreciate it.
And the name of the song was Action Jackson.
I like that. Man.
Shout out to that.
Yes.
And it featured Chris Rivers, son of Big Pun, and it featured Hugh Hef. How did that song come about being created?
Well, to be honest, I got the beat sent over to me by my engineer, and then I went to the studio. I locked in on my verse. It was kind of similar to what we did with Thriller, but Corey Ironside wasn't a part of this record. But it was pretty dope, man. I didn't hear Chris Rivers' verse at all on that yet, until I laid my verse after the fact. But it's dope, man. Shout out to Hugh Hef, too. He's another terrific artist, man. And to be, like I said, man, I'm just thankful to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because now it went from ODB sons, now I'm working with Big Pun sons. You know, you see what I'm saying? How it's always connected somehow, some way. And just to be around that, man, that type of frequency, like I said, it's amazing, man.
That's dope. Congratulations, bro. Yes. So everybody make sure y'all go check that out. That's on Netflix right now. Welcome to Sudden Death.
Yes.
And then you got featured on the soundtrack for B1 the movie, the documentary, and you had a song called Can I Live? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that you performed this song when I saw you in Jersey City, right?
Yeah, I remember right on Groove on Grove. I love to introduce myself to the world, and that's always my first song, Can I Live? Because I like to empower everybody. Because it's a good question, man. We gotta ask yourself, can you live in today's society? You know, what's going on in the world? And it's just about taking your power back, you know, getting your voice back, knowing how to use your voice, you know what I mean? And just being yourself, your authentic self. So just to have that and a part of this movie, shout out to Rick Mathis who directed it, and then I forgot the other brother too who filmed it too, also with him. But it was about black empowerment, about culture, and about where we want to go in life, and in the next couple of years, you know, what are we doing for our black businesses and stuff like that. So being a part of something like that, and for the youth too, to get a wake-up call documentary like that, and for them to see it and be a part of that is amazing. When I was down there for the opening, man, a lot of people came out, so I'm very thankful, like I said, to be a part of stuff.
Where was that, ATL?
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Right, and you got to perform, I think.
Yep, I performed down there. For two shows. It was really dope, man. Very good vibes.
So you've performed in a lot of places.
Yeah. Performed in Toronto, man. I opened up for Corey Guns at SOBs. That's where the Right Now video, if you watch the Right Now video, that's literally the whole thing of where I was performing at too. Dope. So it's really dope. Shout out to XL Livewire. He plugged me into that at SOBs, man. It was a great time.
That's fire. And you seem to take advantage of the stage to share your message.
Yeah, man.
Right? Dope, man. Shout out to that. So everybody make sure you go check out B1, the movie. Is that one on Netflix? That one I'm not sure about.
That's not on Netflix. You can go to B1themovie.com. You go there and you can get the movie documentary off there.
Check it out.
Yeah, and it's very, very dope, man. Very, very dope. A lot of great artists on that soundtrack, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are you working on now?
So right now I got a couple singles that I'm gonna drop. I got a couple songs like Life Like, Moesha, and 2 other songs I don't wanna tell everybody, but...
Oh, wait. Before you go on, I wanted to go back real quick. Why Action Jackson?
Action Jackson. I didn't come up with that name. Probably that was RZA. And all of those. But that brings more to what the movie is about, you know, kicking ass and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Action Jackson was
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers, yes, rest in peace, Carl Weathers, absolutely.
Carl Weathers and the villain, I forgot his actual name, the actor's name, but yeah.
So now you're working on new singles.
Yeah.
New videos, I'm assuming.
Yeah, new videos.
Videos for older
songs and new songs.
So have you ever done like public speaking?
Yeah. And like I said, I'm always out doing my tea with Dons. So I do get invited to talk to, I believe it was like, 3-4 months ago, I got invited to talk to people at this park, and then I performed after. So I think that was really, really dope too. But I would love to continue to speak and
I feel like you do excellent at it.
Yeah, you know. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely. What's the legacy you want to leave behind, whether as an artist or just as a man?
Just as a being, you know what I mean? I just want to remind people to love themselves, to appreciate what they're doing, you know that their life is valued, to not judge nobody, because, I believe everybody's here to experience something for themselves as a soul, because you've probably been here 20 times, don't even know it, you know what I'm saying? But you're here to experience something that you're craving, the soul is craving. So the more you meditate, the more you sit with yourself, the more you give yourself time to realize that and be aware of it, I feel as though you could go far, man, in life. And the more you go within, it's better to see what's out. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the next step that I want to take my music also, is just that elevating music, the elevating of consciousness, and I think that's where music is going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The level of consciousness is, I know we had dumbed down rap right now, but
it seems to be becoming unpopular.
Yeah.
Like, that BS rap is not doing the numbers it was doing before.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's like a great awakening happening between everybody. I told you, everybody has their own alarm clock. Yeah. And at some point, you're going to start to be aware of what you're listening to and what it's actually doing to us as a whole, you know what I mean?
What it's doing to you and for you.
And music is a very powerful tool.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's very, very powerful, and it can be dangerous.
It's like you said at the beginning of this interview, words are spells.
Yeah. And imagine if I'm out here, got a song out here that I can make you repeat to your own self, to kill yourself, do some weird stuff, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I can either put life into you or death into you. And I think artists be accountable for stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because it's like and I'm talking that as a spiritual standpoint, you know what I mean? Because one thing my uncle told me is never fall in love with this material world, you know what I mean? And to me, I took with that and ran with it. So I know that it's more deeper than that. You know what I mean? So when I step into the field, of music field, it's more like, I rather want to uplift you, show you that you can be loved, but that starts with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't talk about what the news is saying and all this other people are saying, because I think the focus should be more about ourselves and wanting to understand who we are. Because a lot of people nowadays don't even know who they are. Right. You know what I mean? They haven't sit with themselves. Yeah. They haven't acknowledged their flaws and wanted to change them for the better. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of people are scared to detach from things. You know what I mean? And
they're scared of what they might find if they look within.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because what we've been taught is mostly lies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, true is like you said, you're afraid of what you might find because you've been told your whole life you're this, you're that, you were supposed to be this, and you're supposed to be that. And now you see something totally different than what you're told your entire life. You know what I'm saying? So that scares the shit out of you.
Yeah. Definitely does.
Absolutely. And I love how you place importance on purpose. Yeah. There's been times that I lost my purpose or was unsure of my purpose. Yeah. And you feel lost. Yeah. Like you don't know what you're doing or why. And when you find your purpose or remember your purpose, like you almost feel rejuvenated and remotivated. And now you know, like, oh, I have to do that. All right, so in order to do this, I got to do this, and build up to it. Yeah. And now you have that reason to go, kind of, you know.
Yeah. I would call that the pool of uncertainty, and it's about you learning how to swim in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this, to me, where we're in is very pool full of uncertainty. You know what I mean? You gotta literally learn how to swim and actually be yourself and actually know what you're willing to do. Because you're definitely gonna be distracted, and we're in a distraction world. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything wants your attention.
Everything's designed for your attention. I mean? Yeah.
So the more you could limit that, you know, and put that focus on you, watch how everything changes. Watch how people start treating you like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. It's just different conversations. People will start shedding or like going away from you, and you wouldn't know why it's happening until you start realizing, yo, the more I'm working on myself, the more I'm actually learning how to love myself, I can actually see the love in somebody. Yeah. You know what I mean? I could say that, yo, I've been there. Maybe we could talk and have a conversation. You'll probably give me a jewel that I will, run with and share with the next person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I really believe like we're literally in a huge body and we're all cells at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And it's huge, like this, we all cells, and we are gonna have some damaged cells in this huge body. But that's our part, to either uplift them, help them down there. Hey, the leg is hurting right now. I think the cells from my head should go down there. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's kind of like, and it's more unity is strength. You know what I mean? Absolutely. The more we start realizing that, everything could change, man. In a drop of a dime. If people think it will take years to do. No. It's something that would be just like that.
Instant,
Yes. I feel that's occurring now in a anti-government way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of more people are realizing that the government is on some bullshit.
Yeah, they waking up.
We outnumber them by a gang of bodies.
And I always look at that like, yo, once we really start realizing like we literally have and hold the power, man, I think it's just like we've been so watered down, fed so much lies and drugs and all this other stuff to where you don't feel as though you're at a comfortable state right now.
Man. That's where they want us. It's all a setup of keeping us distracted and docile and down and out. And if we could be depressed, even better. And if they could medicate us, even better. They don't want that rising. They don't want the people to be educated and united.
Guy Fawkes said, the government should not. The government should be afraid of the people, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's not how we're living right now.
No, not at all.
At all.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that yesterday, right? Not to get too philosophical or anti-government, but the purchasing of a home that you never stop paying for.
Yeah,
right? Because if you finish paying your house,
you pay that till you die. Yeah,
you still gotta pay property tax.
Some tax.
You gotta pay taxes.
But didn't you buy the property when you bought the house, or did I just buy the house and it's sitting on the government property and I gotta pay y'all for it?
That's what it is. Exactly what it is.
So what if I buy the property first and then build the house on it? They're still gonna tax
government.
They're gonna find some way.
You would have to go to, let's say West New York. I live in West New York and I want to buy the actual house I'm in. I would have to go to West New York and ask them, can I buy the lot that my house sits on? Now it's completely up to their discretion whether they want to let me buy the lot.
But even if they let you buy it, they're still going to tax you on it.
That's why they won't let me buy it, because once I buy it and that's my lot, I can do what I want. They can't tax me on something I actually own.
But
they won't let you do that.
But they won't let you do it because then they can't tax you.
Exactly. Because then everybody.
But they don't own that land.
See, and that was just about to say. I was literally about to say. It's so funny just to hear that conversation.
Right. Yeah,
that we talking about purchasing land. How and who actually owns the land at the end of the day?
That's my argument. What are we? Tickets.
What are we talking about here? Who gave you the right to say this is this much that I have to continue to pay rent here? Why am I paying you rent to live on a place that you didn't?
You ain't create this.
Exactly.
Who gave you the authority for this? Like that's why I'll be like, yo, this is why we got to start questioning things. And a lot of people don't question stuff.
They just go along.
Just go along with it.
That's what they want. They don't like questioners.
You know what I mean? So
critical thinking, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it sucks. To me, like it just sucks that we gotta just purchase land and stuff like that. There's a lot of people, and I had the conversation before. There's a lot of people that haven't even left Jersey. haven't even seen the world, man. And they're restricted due to money, due to this, or a job, I gotta do this, that. Never will be able to see life.
Yeah.
And that sucks, bro. That, as a soul's talk, like, that sucks.
That's like being kept in a box.
Yeah, man.
Literal box.
Not being able to do anything. And I feel as though, like, we literally gotta take our power back. And then, and the time is now. We've been doing it little by little. But I think now it's getting amplified. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And social media is helping the message spread.
And it's another amazing tool that we got.
So shout out to that.
See, that's the thing that you just. I'm glad you said that. It's a tool, but
I
also
when
think,
used properly.
Right. I also think it's being misused like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and you're gonna have those.
They want that too, right? Because they make the algorithm.
Yeah.
So regardless,
they
slip that poison in the algorithm, and if you react to it, they feed you more of it.
More of it, yeah. Because I know
whoever they are.
Yeah, right? We can't even give them a title.
I want to know who they are.
But the thing is, that's the other thing. The fact that we can't pinpoint
who
they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes you even want to question more. But, you know what I mean? Go down a rabbit hole, you know what I mean? Don't get stuck down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you got to season your life. That goes back to that.
Life, thank you. Don Prynce for being here today.
Absolutely.
We're not letting you go. We're going to get into 10 shots with VSOP. He's going to explain it to you, and then we're going to circle back.
All right, I'm going to just ask you 10 rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Answer them with minimal thought, and we'll circle back and discuss your answers.
All right, sweet.
All right, 10 shots. Here we go. Number 10. Do you prefer hip-hop or R&B?
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
Yeah.
That's your core.
Yep.
Better performer you think is Kendrick or Travis Scott?
Kendrick. Yeah.
All right.
I'll explain that.
All right. Cool. We're talking about Kendrick. Better album in your opinion? Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly?
Ooh, Good Kid, Mad City.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you prefer, the studio or the stage?
Stage.
The stage.
Yeah.
Nice. Better artist in your opinion? Kid Cudi or Frank Ocean?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Can't go wrong. Kid Cudi.
Benny or Conway from Griselda?
We were just talking about them yesterday too. On the drive to the show, I would go Conway, man. Conway got bars, man.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas, man.
That's my guy, Nas.
Nas, man. He right there on the thing, you know.
Speaking of Nas, we know Illmatic is the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
It was written, or what's the other one? I Am.
Dang, I like I Am though.
I like I Am too. A lot of people shit on it. I think that's a dope
I
album.
Am was a dope album, and how the creative space, how that went about, I think was very, very dope. And the storytelling is amazing. And you're talking about Nas here.
True.
You know what I mean?
So I Am?
Yeah, I would go I Am.
Nice. What was my next one? Damn, what the hell did I have? Shit.
You wrote them?
I did. No, I didn't finish, that's why.
Oh, boo.
What number we on?
We got two to go.
Two to go, yeah. Damn, I had it in my head. Shit.
Hey, just ask a question. It's there.
You got Naughty by Nature or what's this group? Lords of the Underground.
Ooh, Jersey.
Big Jersey.
I gotta go with Naughty by Nature, man.
Shout out to
just because the influence they had on me coming up was they were everything. Here we go. You know what I mean?
Another Jersey question.
Yeah.
Joe Budden or Redman?
Dang. I gotta say Redman, man. I gotta stick to the OGs, man.
Yeah.
Redman right now.
Shout out to Redman.
Redman he's very intelligent and very weirdo in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, as far as telling stories, and just he's so raw and authentic, which ties into why I answered about Kendrick Lamar, that question that you asked me about his album. I think Good Kid, Bad City.
Yeah.
That was so raw and authentic, man. There's no
I love
so
that.
organic, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was telling you his experience, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, Pimp to the Butterfly was more like I think it was more just like universal wise to get people into the movies and all that other stuff that they had rolling out at that time, you know, and it meant more impactful for the culture too, but I think it was just more organic, man, from the first album, you know what I'm saying? It had so many gems in it, man. And if you're from California, you know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and the whole story of it, when the lady starts praying towards the end. Like, yo, I love that album.
And that's what I miss too a lot about albums is the storytelling. How this song, you could break the intro down and then go here.
Like,
you know what I mean?
That's one of those albums that you could actually turn into a movie.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I could actually visualize and see this stuff, man, going through it. And I think that was one of his greatest
Him borrowing the van and everything.
Everything.
Go do all his thing.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's not the bottle. He got beat up. I love that. Let's see. Let's review quickly. Hip hop over R&B.
Yeah. Hip-hop.
I could dig it. Hip hop's our core, bro. I personally prefer R&B, but that's as of late because hip hop's been on this weird decline and R&B is just classic.
Only reason
but we're all born into hip hop.
Yeah. The only reason I say hip hop too, man, I had an experience when I was in the Bronx when I was young, and I had to be like 8 years old, man, and it was a group of people just. It reminded me of Brown Sugar. I don't know if y'all remember that movie.
Yeah.
But when it was a group of guys and they was just rapping, and this is New York and the Bronx. So just being around that energy and they would put words together. That was the first time I ever seen that live too. Yeah. So I was like, I fell in love with hip hop. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just to put words together and how you could make someone feel off that was the sensation. I was getting like, yo, I want to be able to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
hip hop can be beautiful.
No, it is.
When done properly.
Absolutely. R&B too. R&B has its faults.
No. What I mean is hip hop. The negativity is promoted.
Yeah.
The negativity is pushed and
I mean, that's why I was saying R&B is like that too. It could get a little toxic. You know, R&B nowadays.
Good R&B though. The toxic R&B be the shit you want to hear. That's when it gets dope. Nah, but I love R&B. But I love hip hop too. You know, hip hop. I just go through my love-hate with it, right? Because it's so misrepresented and it's tortured and it's commodified. Right? Is that a word?
Yeah.
So it makes you hate it, but at the essence, hip hop is inside of us, bro. We are raised through hip hop. Hip hop is our culture.
No, absolutely.
But shout out to R&B too, because I love R&B.
There's a lot of great R&B.
Let's see. Number 9 was Kendrick over who?
Travis.
Performance.
As
the reason why it goes to the storytelling.
Right.
Kendrick performance is more storytelling, but don't get me wrong, Travis is a great performer, man.
His is like more energy, more rage, right?
More rage.
He caused an earthquake in Italy.
I read about that.
Yeah. So to me, I mean, it's two different things. You could like both, man. But
Kendrick's shows be like a Broadway play.
It's like a story. You know what I mean? More vibe.
What was that award show that he came out like a prisoner? He had
I think was that the BET Awards? I think it was.
Yeah, he always puts on a dope he
knows how to put a
real performance.
Even when he performed at the Super Bowl, his portion of the Super Bowl was performance driven. More than anything else.
He's just got the Super Bowl nomination.
That's pretty dope too.
Good Kid, Mad City over To Pimp a Butterfly. We spoke about that. Stage over studio.
Yeah. The reason why I say stage is to be kind of like what the Kendrick Lamar thing is. Like, to be able to tell your story in person, it's nothing like it. You know what I mean? You could listen to music all day, but if your favorite artist were to pop right here, it's the feeling of it is just too great, man. You know what I'm saying? So
and you connect more
with my fans. And that's why I also even, like, I used to watch a lot of old school rappers and how they interact with the crowd. I think that is the most impactful thing we can do, like make a crowd say, yo, da-da-da-da. Like,
that's missing, right?
Yeah, bro.
You don't see artists do that.
Yesterday, I shout out to Vic Shades, because Vic Shades did that yesterday in the BK Fest. You know what I mean? The interaction with the crowd was amazing, you know what I mean? I had everybody chanting, and that's what hip hop is about, you know what I mean? It's telling that story and being able to have that type of feeling, man.
And feeling the audience
and like it makes their words actual, like, tangible. Like, they're right in front of you. They're saying what you've been hearing in your headphones for God knows how long.
Y'all ever had an artist excuse me, y'all ever had an experience with an artist that maybe y'all didn't really mess with him, like he was alright or whatever, but then you seen him live?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, wait a minute.
No.
Fuck with this guy.
I'm telling you, I tell everybody this when I took my daughter to see Miguel. I thought Miguel was dope. I always thought Miguel was dope. Seeing him live made me appreciate his catalog, his music, his artistry that much more. Yeah. And now I think Miguel is by far one of the most phenomenal artists because his stage, and it wasn't a big show, it wasn't at a big venue, but the fact, the stage presence and then his, like the show he put on was amazing. Yeah. It was dope. And he had the crowd in the palm of his hand. That was what I took away like the most. How he had that crowd.
Yeah. I felt that way with Childish Gambino, man. Nice. I like him as an artist too, but seeing him in person, man, that junk was just on some Michael Jackson type of vibe, man. Like how he just controlled the crowd and just how he portrayed his music to everybody, man. That junk was amazing.
How he presented it.
Yeah, man.
And he's so multi-talented, and he knows TV and movie stuff. Yeah. He could incorporate that into
all
the
of that
show
in it,
and
man.
make it
From
like
dancing, he'll be dancing one song and then turn around, tell you give you a novel real quick, and just switch it to a pop song. Like it was just everything at once. You know what I mean? And just in person was a great vibe.
Nice. Shout out to that brother. Super talented, bro. Let's see. 6 was Kid Cudi over
Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean.
Both dope artists.
Both dope artists.
Both like I feel like they don't drop enough.
Recently, no.
Yeah, recently, no.
Frank Ocean, I feel like hasn't dropped an album in 10 years.
Yeah, that's the only...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
There's a dope video on YouTube, I gotta find it, I'll send you the link, on how he basically did this on purpose. How he basically manipulated and played the music industry.
Well, no, that I know about, because he dropped the 2 albums.
Yeah, he got paid and all that, and he was like...
that, but he hasn't dropped since.
Yeah.
And he
doesn't care.
The fan base.
No,
Now, that goes to show you... What are you, and I've been asking artists this lately, you know, what are you doing it for? You're doing it for them or yourself. You know what I mean? And Frank Ocean just chose himself. That's a decision that I won't judge, and I'll respect that because it's hard to choose yourself when you got 1 million fans that you're doing every day.
And you're talented.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not, I'm pretty sure it's not like he don't want to put out music, you know what I'm saying? But look how it is, man.
But he don't need to, and there's a lot of stress that comes with putting out music at his level, right? Because now they expect you to tour.
The expectations.
Because if you don't sound like this now, how you was, they're gonna bash you for it.
So, like you just said, I think he's at the point of no return. He can't. I think, in my opinion, no matter what he drops, it's not going to live up to the expectation. You know what I'm saying? No matter how anticipated it's going to be, it's not going to live up to it. People are always going to be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been so long already.
That's a suck position to be in.
Yeah, true.
Especially for a true artist.
No,
especially if you
somebody
get joy from putting out music.
Man.
Yeah, somebody as dope as he.
Let's see, number 5, Conway over Benny. No wrong answer there. Both fire artists.
Yeah, definitely both artists.
Nas over who?
Nas over Jigga.
So then number 3, we had I Am.
He's a big Jay-Z fan.
No, I like Jay-Z too.
Don't get me wrong.
I love Jay-Z.
Nas is a GOAT.
If you asking me who I relate to more, bro, is more Nas, just because of storytelling, man. And my older brother Rashawn, he used to always play his music constantly. You know what I mean? So it was like stuff that he was saying, I was literally taking into my subconscious mind and running with that.
Yeah. No, Nas drops a lot of jewels.
Great knowledge, man. Great
very
knowledge.
Smart.
And like I said, Jay-Z's another one. To me, it's like, no, you can't go wrong with none of them. You know what I mean? They both talented.
No, absolutely.
And to just to witness this around this time of those artists coming out, we should be very thankful, very grateful. Absolutely. That's what I mean as far as artists, even making the industry. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm very thankful that y'all made it because y'all impacted so many people's lives. And that's the key. That's the thing. That's why I said music is a powerful tool. You know what I mean? You can either hurt people or you can impact and empower people. You know what I mean? And it's a choice. I mean, a lot of people did that in different ways. And they're showing you every day. That's why I love the art of rapping and culture of hip hop, you know, and it's dope, you know, everything. Genre music in general is amazing.
Absolutely. And it's dope that these are like the first elders of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know,
elder statesman.
Nas, J, LL, even Eminem now.
Shout out to Big L, man.
They are. We've never been here before.
No,
you know,
exactly right.
To have these elder statements, 50 and up,
dropping
albums and still dropping fire albums.
Yeah, shout out to LL, man. That album was pretty good, man.
Yeah, I heard that
fuck
too.
with it.
Yes,
you know, it was different, but that's what should be championed. It is different than everything that's out there
right now.
As far as sound, like Q-Tip really dug in his bag and was like, we're gonna make this sound totally different than anything that's out there.
Same thing with Nas when he went on that run.
With Hit Boy.
It wasn't generic radio sound.
No.
They were doing Nas shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to those brothers.
Yeah.
Number 3, I Am Over It Was Written. I agree.
Yeah.
I Am is my favorite Nas album.
Yeah,
I always say that. And had it come out the way it was supposed to come out, the double album, the real full story from birth to death, that would have been in contention for best,
probably greatest album
double album of all time.
And if you
listen
listen to the title of I Am, you know, that's very powerful. You know, you saying I am after then following quote, it's very impactful when it comes to affirmations.
Even the way they titled it, like you said, I am with the 3 dots after it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you fill in the blank.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the things that I be talking about as far as artists and what he was doing is for the knowledge. Because you know how hard it is to enlighten somebody, bro? So to do it in different kind of ways and to remind you.
It's like hiding the medicine.
You know what I'm saying? Because all right, the big drug dealer government right there, you know what I mean? So I gotta hide this, put it in this way type of form. And we're talking about record labels here who at the time had an agenda for something. You know what I mean? So to be able to do something like that, yo, and just to remind the consciousness, man, is everything.
Yeah. But Nas is the artist I would expect to do that from.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
His brain works in dope ways, so... And then on that album cover is when he was the pharaoh, right? Because he had been the kid, the man, or the teen, and he had evolved into the king or the pharaoh. Yo, that whole thought process was dope. And again, had it released the way it was supposed to.
The execution was dope.
That would have been great. Then we got Naughty, Overlords of the Underground, both New Jersey legends. Shout out to both.
I love both, man.
Red over Joe Budden.
I like
both Jersey legends again.
To me, it's like no really choosing. It's just like,
you know what's funny about Redman that I noticed recently? Like, I don't recall him ever having beef.
Yeah.
Or dissing or being dissed.
Yeah.
Like anybody that talks about Redman talks about him in such a positive way. They love him. The dopest MCs will tell you that he's their favorite MC.
Yeah, man.
Like, yo, it's just dope, man. Redman is a legend. Hopefully, we can get him on this show, or better yet, let me say that the right way. We gonna get him on the show. Come up here. We're gonna bug out with him.
That.
Yes, and that'll be coming up soon. And that was 10 Shots with VSOP.
Let's go, man. Thank you.
Shout out to that. Once again,
dope, man.
Don Prynce, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, man.
Everybody, make sure you go follow Don Prynce, DonPrynce, on all social media platforms, also on YouTube. Make sure you download DreamWorks. Make sure you download the Don Prynce EP, the single Simply. You can get with this, Middle of the Summer, Spaceship, So Alive, and many, many more. Go watch Thriller. Go watch B1 the movie. Go watch Welcome to Sudden Death. Follow Don Prynce, see where his next show is coming up. Make sure y'all pull up, have a good time, gain some knowledge, gain some insight, absorb some positive energy.
Absolutely.
Go watch the video for After Dinner. And season your life, yo.
Absolutely. Season your life, baby.
Go live. Go touch grass. Go hug a tree. Go hug your grandmoms. Your kids. Go read a book. The library's free. Go get some sun before it goes away, because in a couple months it's going to be...
Go have some tea.
Crazy.
All that.
And stop saying, I am broke. I am bored. I am depressed. Don't say that. Say, I am rich in life.
I am wealthy.
Happy.
I am healthy.
Yes, all that good stuff.
Great.
Speak positive to the universe so that the universe can treat you in a positive way. Always remember, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor. Carry yourself with pride. I want to make sure I'm still connected to the roadcaster I am. And we're going to leave y'all. You know I got to play this, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know,
let's go.
What you got?